Okay, welcome to the last episode of the year. Fahrenheit Performance Podcast, episode number 104. 2 years, once a week. I've made it. I think I'm going to take a break after. This. Yi Jun, I'll introduce you guys in the order that you've been on the podcast before. Yi Jun, episode number 55, and Herlene, episode number 72. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. If you want to hear your backstories of how you got to where you are today, go to those episodes. You can listen to hear all about your backstories. But I think today, you guys have just come back from, I guess, Singapore Triathlon's most successful ever SEA Games. Would that be a fair assumption?
Yeah, I think 7 medals.
7 medals, and between the two of you, contributed 5.
5.
Yeah.
Right? So
silver, 3 bronze.
Yeah, so Yi Jun, you got a silver in the aquathlon men's relay.
Yeah.
A silver in the triathlon men's relay, and you came 4th in the individual.
Yeah.
Right? And Herlene, bronze in the women's aquathlon, bronze in the women's triathlon, and you got the coveted individual medal as well, bronze as well, right?
Yes. Yeah.
How are you guys? How have you come down from the clouds yet? It must be great.
Yeah. I think we're definitely really happy with how we raced. I think we worked really hard for the whole year leading up to this race, and honestly, it's been a very long season for us as well, for everyone, I think, in TAS. Because I think our first selection race started from January.
Yeah, it was an aquathlon in Sentosa.
Yeah, the medal sprint. And obviously, raced throughout the whole year. And this most important one is at the end of the year in December. So, yeah, it's good that it's over, but we're also happy with how we raced.
Yeah, so the current episode that is on Dalvin Cole, he's a cyclist from also in the SEA Games. And he said after he finished his race and the day after, he kind of felt like he didn't know what to do with himself, right? Because it was like a year lead up to the race, and then it's the A race, and you're putting all your effort. You're trying to win medals. It's not just finishing times. It's actual medals and stuff. And then it was like, now what? You're sort of at a loose end. Do you guys have that same feeling?
I think, honestly, it happens with all the A races because you always plan, at least 2 years ahead. On SEA Games, you always have, the last SEA Games after you finish, you're like, oh, there's 1 in 2 years. And then there's, Asian Games, and then there's, it keeps coming. Every year there's something. So then, usually after, the A race, you're kind of, done.
Yeah.
And then, but I think for us next year, we have Asian Games, so there's always something.
Oh, so it's actually quite soon.
Yeah, Asian Games soon. But I can imagine, I can definitely understand that thought of that.
Because Herlene, not last SEA Games, but 6 years ago, you also got a medal.
Yeah, 2019.
Yeah, and I was looking at the picture, and it's funny because you actually got medals in relays with 2 different sisters now. One was with Emma and one was with Lisa, right?
That's true.
Right?
Yeah. So 2019 was with Emma, Luke and Bryce.
Yeah, baby face Luke and Bryce, right?
Well, we were definitely kids back then, and then now it's with Louisa. So it's definitely very special. It runs in the family. So fast.
And does this, last time it was the only medal that the team got, and this time with much more medals. But does it feel any different? Is it any different sort of accomplishment this time around compared to last time?
I think definitely yes. The last time I kind of went in as a baby, you're like, oh, everything is good, everything feels good. And then after a few years of not getting surfing, and then this year I think was a really hard year for me, just with prac and 4 weeks out, I broke my ankle. So I tore my ATFL. Well, actually 6 weeks, and then I was out for 2 weeks. And then after I recovered, a month later, I rolled it again for
Because it's still a bit lax.
Yeah, my ankle was so lax, the ligaments gone. So definitely very easy to roll then. And then I was out for another 1.5 weeks. So I actually only ran 1 week before seeing him. So just not ideal at all.
Yeah, very not ideal.
So it was one thing after another. So I think this year I was it feels a lot more of an accomplishment rather than just going in with a bit of everything's fine.
Yeah, because when you come in for the first time and you win a medal, then you kind of go in the next time thinking, oh yeah, I did it last time, I can probably win a medal today. And then you realize, oh shit, it's actually pretty hard.
Exactly.
It's
yeah, exactly. All right. So and think this one felt like a lot more special than the previous ones.
Yeah. How about you, Ijun? This is your first SEA Games, right?
Yeah, this is my first SEA Games. So after this, last week, I had a taste of like what the level of racing is like at SEA Games. I think the dynamic of racing is actually really different to what I'm used to. So last time when I was here, I talked about like how different World Triathlon races are to like the local races.
Yeah.
Going to SEA Games, it's also very different to the usual World Triathlon races.
Because a WTO race would have 50 people like that.
Right. Yeah.
So it's quite different now. These races only have 8 or
right. Yeah.
6 or something, right?
There's only like 8 or 10 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the pack dynamics is obviously very different. The level of like swim, bike, run is also very different.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, now that I have a better like idea of what SEA Games is like, I think it's I feel more prepared for definitely the upcoming ones and hopefully many more SEA Games.
Yeah, right. There's one in 2029 in Singapore, so it's
there is. Yeah.
You guys are still young. You still got that definitely in your sights, right?
Yeah.
So is that what your focus is going to be? Would it be for Malaysia? Do you prioritize the Asian Games higher than SEA Games, or how do they all rank? But obviously, Olympics would be the pinnacle if anyone ever got there, but that's really, really hard, right?
Yeah.
After Olympics, what will be the next?
I think personally for me, because I haven't been to Asian Games yet, I think she has before. So for me personally, I think Asian Games is a big goal for me to go. Next year it's in Japan as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, that's definitely the next biggest thing I want to qualify and definitely race well in.
Yep.
Yeah. And then after that, obviously, focus on Malaysia SEA Games, and the most important is Singapore SEA Games.
Yeah.
I think for me, from my point of view, like Asian Games definitely is something that you want to achieve. But then in order for us to get a bit more funding and a bit more support from like Singapore and to actually show them that we actually deserve the
Your spot on the table.
Yeah, you do need to kind of produce at a SEA Games level. So it's important for us to, I think that's why the individual medal also meant quite a lot for me. Just as like, it is one of the KPIs that we have to hit for like specs and
Okay.
So that's how they kind of put us in that tier, you know, that you kind of deserve a bit more funding and we're going to support you in like every way you can. So
You know, the funny thing is that, you know how you're going to qualify for SEA Games, you're going to get the bronze medal time with the previous SEA Games, right? You literally proved it, right?
I really think about it that day. I was like, oh shit, now so do I want to?
You're going to do better than your previous time to get to that.
I actually thought about it. Yeah.
Let's talk about the lead up to the SEA Games. It's like a year in the making, right? And you got, because of the qualification process, you kind of got to be on form for most of the year.
Yeah.
How did you guys deal with that, and what was your sort of run us through your years 2025s?
Yeah, maybe I'll go first. For me, I think I started off a bit rocky. I think my first few races wasn't super good. Towards the middle of the year, it became like, I think I kind of peaked around there.
Yeah.
So around like the medicine try, around the sprint distance Asian champs in Hong Kong, and obviously national champs as well.
Yeah.
I got my first title this year as well. So I think around there, I kind of peaked and did pretty well. And those were also the races that helped me to qualify for all my events. So yeah, after that, I went to Perth for a training camp for 2 months and spent a bit of time.
It's still a training camp. It was 2 months long.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Like an attachment.
yeah, it's sort of like an exchange over there. Yeah. So I had a really good time there. And also it was an opportunity for me to take a step back from all those, obviously all those peaking. Yeah. So started rebuilding around September, I would say. So the past few races, I don't think I performed as well as I expected, which back then I was a bit sad, because I was expecting to like, get good around this time because it's close to SEA Games. But luckily everything went to plan and my coach planned it really well. So SEA Games, I think I definitely exceeded my expectations.
So you think that you peaked just nice?
At the right time. I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
So, and how about you, Helen? Like, I remember, I don't know if it was like in June or May or something, I happened to be in Perth and I texted you in a way. I've got frack and I'm training. Let's say.
That's so bad.
No, I wasn't texting you to meet up. I was saying, hey, I'm in town. But was that your whole year was sort of like quite stressful, juggling school still and training and everything like that as well?
I think for me this year was really hard, like I mentioned, just because This is my last year in uni, so I have like 5 weeks of 5.
So you're still based in Perth, right?
Yeah, so like 5 weeks of kind of full on physio and then hospital trying to like pass this prac and then like get this degree done as well. So then like, you know, it's hard to kind of maintain my fitness through that. So I did whatever I could, obviously, and it's just like really fatigue as well. And then like after that prac, I've gone straight to like a Asia Cup. So then I kind of
and pracs, it's not mindless work, right? You got to be thinking, you got to be on your feet. Your supervisor fully testing you.
Yeah.
And then let's just say you're doing sports, for example. You finish that prac, and then immediately you might have to go into neuro or something. Yeah. And then you got to switch. You got to switch brains. You got to switch the thinking as well.
Yeah.
Right. So it's a lot of mental energy that goes into it.
Yeah, exactly. There was one period of time but I think it was definitely after the podcast. But like I had 10 weeks. I think just before the SEA Games, so I had like 10 weeks full on of just like 2 pracs back to back.
Yeah.
Of that, and I think that kind of mental toll was like crazy. So yeah, it was definitely a really hard year for me.
Yep. Happy now?
Yeah, I think very happy. I just got 1 prac left.
Christmas is coming. You finished the SEA Games. You're sort of like in the dead space right now. You can just chill, have a sleep on the couch if you want to. You don't have to keep your phone back.
That's why we're always so tired. Like the whole day, I'm just like napping.
Yeah. Do you think your body is like fatigued from the sort of the campaign, the whole SEA Games campaign, and now it's sort of catching up with you?
Yeah, I think it's not just the SEA Games, but even before that, like we kind of went. For me, I went after that prac. I did like 6 weeks of full time, just training, and all I did was train. And then we even did like a training camp in Phuket. Just about 11 days before SEA Games, so we went straight from Phuket to like Rayong where we raced. Yep. So
okay. Oh, so you didn't even come back to Singapore. You just
no, we didn't. We kind of like went straight there. So it was definitely like a really long period of just training.
Did that help you in terms of acclimatizing and weather and just the the smell of the air and the different humidities? Like you get off a plane, it's different, but if you're already over there, it doesn't feel so different.
Yeah, definitely. Especially I think for me, because I just came back from UK as well, because I'm doing an exchange in Loughborough. Yeah. So obviously it's really cold there. It's like middle of the winter. I think that really helped. That 11 days was really crucial for me to.
Yeah, that would have sucked if you'd come straight from the UK into hot Thailand weather. Yeah, the race.
Yeah, and for those who don't know, like when we were racing, the temperature got up to like 36, 37
because
in the day.
When I was watching the live stream, the first race was 7 o'clock. I think the second race was 9 o'clock, and the third race is like 10, 11 o'clock, right? And then Thailand 10 o'clock is Singapore 11 o'clock, right?
Oh yes.
Yeah, so it's even hotter than you expect it to be. Yeah. So it was during the races. It was the whole week was a pretty hot week.
Yeah, the whole week didn't rain, wasn't cloudy. It was sunny all the way, so definitely very hot.
Even the live stream one of the days, I think in triathlon, Regine was doing a live stream for Tey Yi, and the phone just stopped working.
Yeah, there was a couple of times because the phone's overheated. Is that what it was? There was a couple of times where the live stream just dropped. And then it was like, and like the person on the screen was like that a little bit. It didn't do, and then it just didn't move for ages, and then you had to refresh the browser or whatever you're on, and then it started up again.
That was pretty funny, yeah.
So leading up to so you said you were on a training camp, right? What did that involve? What did that involve? Is that just like train in the morning, chill out, massage, do something, train in the afternoon, repeat over and over and over and over and over again, just to sort of get that last big block in?
I think that's pretty accurate, actually. So we went with, it was me, her, and someone called Will from our squad of Perth, and then also Adrian and Darren, who joined for a bit. Yep. So a few of us stayed in an Airbnb. We literally just wake up in the morning and
it's like a villa or something.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
It's really nice, actually. Yeah. We felt like a pro athlete for it.
Basically,
yeah. Because we literally wake up like at 6-ish. We try to start the first session at 7. Yeah. And then we either like swim or we rap, and then that takes up like the whole morning. Yeah. And then we kind of had lunch and a bit of a rest and another session. So like sometimes you have 2 sessions in a day or like 3 sessions a day. So literally the whole day is just training. Yep. So we start like 7 and end.
So no sightseeing, no night markets, no nothing. It was just like
not much.
You're just there for business, right?
We had no time.
Yeah.
Other than that, we were just really tired. So Well, because
if you're walking around a night marathon and you sort of you're on your feet,
Yeah.
right? And you're moving your muscles.
Yeah.
So your purpose is to train, right? So you just go sit around and try to recover as fast as possible.
Yeah.
So in the 2 weeks leading up to the SEA Games, right? It's sort of like you get to that bubble before the race where you can't do anything more, right? You've either done the training or you haven't done the training, right? And it's sort of like this quietness before the race, right? How were you guys feeling? Were you quietly confident, or were you felt like you hadn't done enough, or you're stressing out? Was it a good feeling or a bad feeling?
Yeah. For me, I think I was definitely really nervous. I did carry a small like injury in my shin coming.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like I was confident. I was trusting in all the work I've put in a few months before, because I was pretty consistent before that.
Because you guys have the same coach,
Yeah, we do.
just different program, I'm assuming. Yeah.
Slightly different program, yeah. So yeah, I was definitely nervous, but at the same time, I knew I did really well in terms of training for the past few months. So I was really trusting in the process, and
Yep.
also trusting in what my coach put in on my program and everything like that.
Yep.
Yeah, and
No, I think for me, just because of my ankle, like I was really worried about this one.
Did you wear a brace or anything while you're racing, or did you do?
No, I
Did you tape it? Did you tape it at least?
I have to like fully trust my ankle because the tape kind of locks my ankle, so I can't swim properly.
Yeah.
And then the tape doesn't stay on because it's seawater, it's like salt, and it comes off.
Yeah.
So then, like, I really hate to like trust myself a
Yeah.
lot.
And there's no time in transition to put on a boot or put on anything, right? It's like you're lucky if you get your shoes on.
This is one of the like idea that the physio had was like, oh, you can put a brace on in transition. I was like, no, I don't have time for that. But yeah, anyway, so it was more like just trusting myself because I really wasn't running a lot, like at least 1.5 months before the game. So like just trusting, like you said, trusting my coach and the work that I've done prior to the injury was like the biggest thing that I had to take in with me like for the games. Yeah.
Yep. And then when you're lining up, were you nervous?
The
or
worst, really. I think like you're lining up and they're like calling your name and they start playing the heartbeat sound. You know, the triathlon heartbeat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's like the worst. You know, like the most amount of nerves that you've ever had.
How many SEA Games have you done before? So 4?
New ones, yeah.
So 19, 21, 23, and 25.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, nice. Okay. So you shouldn't be that nervous, but
It happens every race.
yeah.
Every single race. I think not just SEA Games, but yeah, every race you kind of get that nerves. But this one, I think, just thinking about all the permutations that can happen in the race, and then, you know, like I'm like shitting myself before the race.
And your competition, I'm assuming you raced against them before in Asia Cups and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Was everybody look like they were fit and healthy and everyone's raring to go, right? So it's kind of quite intimidating as well.
Yeah. I think just talking for the girls' point of view, but like everyone looked like they were really, really except like on the last day when people started to fall sick, food poisoning, everything, like it was just unfortunate. Like other countries, 2 of the girls pulled out because they had food poisoning, and I think
I saw a DNS on one of the starts.
so that was unfortunate for them, but like it, not to say that the level of racing went down, but like it was definitely quite tough as well in the competition.
Yeah. Were they any of the favourites that pulled out for this food poisoning, or was it just
I think
everyone's equal?
like Raven was definitely one of the favorites for Philippines as well. Definitely a really strong, one of my really good friends, but she's really strong in terms of like competition. She was racing like the 2 days before as well, and she definitely produced a gold medal for them as well. So
Oh wow.
she was very strong, but I think just unfortunate that happened on race day.
Yep. So you guys raced on the Tuesday of the aquathlon. Then straight away the next day you did the triathlon on the Wednesday.
Yep.
And then the duathlon was on the Thursday, but neither of you did it. And then the Friday you both did the individual triathlon.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was that okay? Would you rather Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or because everyone's in the same boat, but not really because some people just might do the aquathlon? Did you feel like you had recovered enough from the day before to do the next race?
Yeah, I mean, surprisingly, I think our body felt pretty fine after the first relay onto the second relay. And I think the third day where we had a rest because we didn't do duathlon, I think that was also surprisingly sufficient for us to recover for the final day.
Is it because it's super sprint, right? It's not.
Yeah.
It's not sprint. So
Yeah,
it's half an hour, right?
yeah.
20 minutes.
Oh, it's about 20 minutes. Yeah,
Half an hour for me, maybe. So that's 20 minutes full gas, zone 6, 7, 8, whatever the zone is. But
Yeah.
but it's only like that short amount of time, right? So
yeah,
you can't damage your body so much where you can't recover again in the day. I guess
Yeah.
what they're banking on.
and also I think that's something, because we both have the same coach. I think that's something that it's not something completely new to us. We do have certain days where we'll do like morning hard bike, let's say, afternoon hard run. So it's not like we've never stacked hard sessions back to back before.
Yeah.
I think that type of training definitely prepared us well for this race.
Yeah, they say that you should always do some sessions in training that are actually harder than a race, right? Because it's not nearly as long. But
Yeah.
do that so your body understands how to really exert itself. And then when you get in the race situation, you don't freak out that
Yeah.
you're bleeding out your eyeballs, right? You actually understand that it's going to be okay. It's only 15, 20 minutes, right?
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
think for these games also, we had the privilege of having Doreen and like the physio, just so
Like sports science and
yeah, like more for like cooling strategy, you know, like any kind of recovery
Yeah.
strategy. Doreen's there to help you like literally right after the race. Yeah, we have a bit more fun this time. So then, the association also kind of helped us book a hotel that like just at the race site, one of the
Right.
rooms, literally just one room. 'Cause
Not to stay in, just to chill. Like a
just for like everyone, because everyone's backing up. Like some of the duathletes or like Bryce as well, they race morning and then the gender, like
oh yes,
example,
yes. They do the men's and then they do the mix.
yeah, then they literally race the mix like 20 minutes later. So like we had privilege of like having that and that. Like they literally, example, if you're like the first athlete and you're backing up in the mixed relay, Doreen literally drags you from the finish line back to the room straight away for you to recover.
And I saw that at the start lines, people had ice vests on and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Just to keep the
Yeah.
body temperature down. And
So it's so hot.
did you either of you wear ice vests during the?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Did
So
you
that
feel
was,
like they helped?
yeah, I think it did. Yeah, so that was one of the cooling strategies. The other one is Doreen would prepare actually an ice box, and then in the ice box there will be a bunch of ice slushies.
Slushies.
Yeah, so every like I don't know half an hour or so when we're warming up, she'll remind us to take one. Yeah, and I think Doreen and Yihui's the physio. I think they're really like the MVPs here
Yeah.
for this race, because they really worked extra hours to make sure that, for example, we pass them our like post-race drinks, like recovery drinks, so that they can help us bring it to the race site. And they'll bring our ice vests, they'll bring our everything, even like our race equipment sometimes.
Nice.
So that really helped us with recovery and the multi-day events as well.
It's just one less thing to think about, right?
Yeah, definitely.
I
Yeah.
think the coaches and like the whole support team was really good this time around. Like a lot of them, we knew the stakes of this because like we want to produce medals. Everyone's racing back to back. So like I think we really prepared ourselves really well to deal with the situation. And you know if we also have reserves, so if like someone's not feeling good, for example, like Ben, like really unfortunate, but like if his calf wasn't feeling good, we could pull someone out like straight away.
Yeah.
So like that was the really good thing that we did.
Yeah. So, in training in the lead up, how many hours were you guys putting in to get ready for such a big event?
Yeah. For me, during the training camp, I think I hit 23 hours, 23, 24. Yeah.
But you weren't doing school by correspondence or anything over the
Yeah.
time.
So that was when I came back from exchange.
So it's pure. You got pure 23 hours of training, nothing else to worry about.
Yeah,
right?
23, 24 hours of training. Yeah. The rest is just recovery, eat, sleep.
But for someone that has a job, for example, right? They've got to try. It's almost impossible to squeeze 23 hours in. Otherwise,
It would be
Not-
quite difficult.
Not sleeping.
Yeah.
Or you're just not interacting with anybody. You're just training, working, you're creating, working, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, it's about the same. Quite
Yeah.
3. I'm having prac about like 17, 16 was my max.
Do you feel if you could, you would do more than 23, or do you think 23 is like the max?
Well, that's actually a good question, because I think I did tell my coach like I want to try to do more, maybe closer to the games I want to do a bit more. He did advise me not to do that because I am quite injury prone. and unfortunately, I did actually carry a small injury.
Yeah.
So no, I don't think I think 23, 24 will be the max I would do, at least for now. Maybe in the future, if I build a bigger base and a better fitness like base level, then maybe I'll raise it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because once you go to that maybe 25, 28, you're just bashing your body quite hard, right?
Yeah.
So if the wheels are going to fall off, that's when they start to fall off, and you roll an ankle, for example, or you just get stress fractures or overuse injuries, right?
Yeah. And most coaches would tell you that if you can't absorb the training and if you can't recover from training, then there's no point doing it.
Yeah.
Because you're just going to dig yourself into a deeper hole. And I think I've definitely experienced that before. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, when we first talked, I guess it was 50 episodes ago, right? I wouldn't say you're a newbie, but the story was that you were quite new to triathlon, right? And then a year on, now that you experienced training more and the whole training recovery cycle, right? You're a bit more of a veteran now than you used to be. Do you make any mistakes, or do you still feel like you're learning new stuff when you're doing your training?
Yeah, I think I'm definitely learning a lot more. Over the past year, I've went through a few injuries, unfortunately. But the good thing is I do learn from every of those experiences, and in the future, I make sure I don't do them. Yeah, so one of them is like what I just said, trying to increase my training load conservatively, because sometimes I think we can, it's quite easy for triathletes to overdo it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And triathletes and cyclists, they will skip like strength work because let's just say, they suddenly find an extra hour on a Saturday afternoon, right? They won't go to the gym and they'll do Pilates. They'll just go for an extra hour run, right?
Yeah.
And that just makes it worse sometimes.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's some of the dangers of the sport. When you're feeling good, you're like, okay, I can do more. But then you think about it at the end of the week and you're like, ooh, I actually did like extra 20Ks compared to last week.
Yeah.
Then you're like, you don't even know because it just like adds up.
Yeah.
I think that's the...
And then also on the flip side of that, you hurt your foot, right? For example, right? And then you missed 10, let's say you missed 10 hours of training. In the back of your mind, that's sort of eating away at you. You're thinking, I need to catch up. I'm going to add an hour. I need an hour a week for the next 10 weeks to catch up that. And your revenge training, you probably push yourself a little bit harder to catch up the perceived loss of fitness, right?
Exactly. But then with like foot injuries, sometimes it's good that you can cycle.
Yes.
You up your cycling Ks, which is a good thing about triathlon because you have 3 different sports to kind of play around in.
Yeah, and your swim might get a lot stronger because you're not on your feet or whatever, right? And what was your focus when you're doing these training sessions, like in, let's say, this 6 months leading up to the games? Because it's quite a short event, are you just doing crazy amount of intervals and short bursts? You're not going for long runs, right? You're just trying to do as much, putting the building blocks for the race. Is everything focused towards the race?
Yeah.
I think but like for me, for our coach, I think, I don't know if it's the same for you, but like we kind of just had normal training, more of a sprint kind of training. I didn't really do a lot of speed stuff.
Yeah.
More, like the 4 months before was more like just building a base, keep the intervals going. It was only like towards the end, like the months or like 3 weeks before that he started adding a bit
The specialization phase of the training.
Yeah. Because I guess the speed can come, but like your other like base and stuff, your endurance doesn't come that easily.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Same for you?
Yeah, it's pretty much the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So Herlene, you got one prep left to go.
Yes.
Then you are a physiotherapy graduate.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Finally done. And then what's the plan after that? Are you going to come back to Singapore? You're going to stay and get a job in Perth, or travel the world for a year? What do you want to do?
Well, I wish I could travel. But I don't know. It's really a blur. Like I've been procrastinating this thought for a really long time. Now that it's about time to make a decision. It's a bit stressful. But I don't know.
So you're one prac. So you're like January through February, you're doing a prac, and then you graduate in the April-May graduation ceremony, I think.
Because I have one left. I have to do one. I was meant to be done, but because I have to redo one. So then I graduate in September, but technically, like I'm done by February. So,
okay. And then have you also already taken your physio license exam? Do you have to take a physio license?
There's no exam actually.
Okay.
They stopped that.
Because you graduated from the physiotherapy program,
Yeah.
it's assumed that you can be a physiotherapist.
Yeah, I think once you're done and like pass your prac, then like done. So
Okay. Hey, Jun, you still have a year plus to go, right?
Yeah, a year and a half.
Okay. And then what's the plan after that? Are you going to come back to Singapore? Oh, you're in Singapore, right? So you're just going to stay here, look for a job, and then try to balance your training and adult life.
Yeah, so similar to her, that's something I've been kind of procrastinating to think about.
We can kick that can down the street for another year or so, I think.
Yeah,
it's time.
but for now, I do. If I really think about it, I think trying out to be a full-time athlete is definitely one of the options that I'm exploring.
Yep.
Yeah.
Especially 5 years ago, you would never have thought that was
Yeah,
a
exactly.
career path for you, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, that's the thing. Like now, that's one of the options. The other thing is maybe I want to do further studies.
Okay.
So yeah, that would be probably like masters or something.
Yeah.
And there are like a few people that I have around me to consult to ask more about that option because fortunately there's a lot of like sports science graduates that works at SSI who are pretty close with us.
Yeah.
So Doreen is
Sure.
one of those.
Yeah.
So yeah. Still exploring my options.
Yeah. It'll be good if you,
Yeah.
because you're sports science, right? If you could give back to the sport and be
Yeah.
still part of the program, right?
Yeah.
You could be it could be a point where you're competing and being sports science, and then there might be a part where you're the manager in the sport. You know, it's like you're still within the team or within the program, and you're still actively involved in the sport.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, and then I guess let's go to the races, right? The Tuesday. So, aquathlon or triathlon, which everyone has a specialty, right? Are you better at the aquathlons or the triathlons, do you think? Because you're both strong swimmers, right? You're a sports school. Are you a sports school? No, but you are a swimmer as swimming based, right? So do you look forward to the aquathlons because you think you can outswim everybody, or is it by the time you get to the SEA Games, everyone can swim, like,
so.
yeah.
Yeah, like a lot of girls now, the swimming level has picked up, so it's hard to kind of pull away in the swim anymore. Like the girls have really brought the level up compared to the last years. So yeah, I think for me, triathlon and aquathlon is about the same.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I prefer more than the others.
So you're not like an Arif or a Sanjay where you're duathlon specialist, right?
Nah, yeah, because we do all three. So
Yeah.
I do enjoy the cycling bit though, so maybe triathlon a bit more. Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah, I think I would say the same. I think I would prefer triathlon just because I do enjoy the cycling part.
Yeah.
And personally, I think for me, I also think that I run better off the bike.
Then off the
Than like coming out of the water actually. Because coming out of the water, usually aquathlon is a bit shorter, so it's a bit more intense. You're a bit like, I don't know, trying to find your balance at first.
Yeah, it's
So yeah,
like you're sprinting in the swim,
yeah, right.
and then you straight away sprinting in the run.
Yeah, exactly.
If you have a bike in there, you're
Yeah.
not sprinting you're not full gas on the bike the whole time. Sometimes you're doing U-turns, sometimes you're you might be drafting somebody or something like that, right?
Yeah.
You might have micro breaks. If I think of the aquathlon, you don't even get that. It's just like,
Yeah.
that's it. And you stop when you cross the finish line.
Yeah,
Literally.
yeah. I think that's something people don't realize. Like, they think that triathlon because there's a bike, addition of the bike, so it's more tiring. But actually, a bike is sort of like the break in between. Yeah.
So if you
because-
looked at your heart rate data from the race, would it be like high and then it'll drop a little bit and then it go high again during the bike section?
yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got a silver medal in the relay, you got a bronze medal in your aquathlon relay. The level of competition, I'm guessing, is very high, right? Just run us through the race. How do you feel like you did, and how did it pan out?
Yeah.
I think for me, the aquathlon was really good. We had a really good team. One thing Sada as well. So she did really well and she went against like the two of the fastest. And
Okay.
yeah, so
There's always, it's like a relay in the 4x100 relay. There's always a strategy on who to put where
Yeah.
in the rotation.
wait, actually no, sorry. Let's go back. I started the croissant. So then like
It's a whole blur.
yeah, too many races. So, yeah, I started the croissant and then I kind of gave to Louisa in third place.
Yeah.
And then she kind of, because the swim's not that strong, but she kind of just maintained and minimized the damage in the swim, like she mentioned as well. And then kind of had a really strong run actually. She kind of caught up places, so like really good on her. And then one team kind of took over and she really clutched. It was a clutch.
Nice.
She really like pulled us back into like that position. So
you actually came the last relay leg. You weren't in third position.
So it was third, and then Louisa kind of lost a little bit of time. But then she kind of pulled back a little bit. So Wan Ching kind of had to just overtake someone in the swim and kind of get the third back. So
nice.
Wan Ching was really clutch. I think really good on her.
I've never had her on the podcast before. I don't know.
She's actually really quiet, but she's funny. Like she's and then the second one for the triathlon, Wan Ching started off first, and then it was Kathleen. Kathleen really like caught out 1 minute, which was
nice.
Great. She's now like doing cycling as well, so she was really strong. She's like really strong in cycling, so she kind of caught a bit of time from me. But I think the gap which she passed on to me, who was last, was a bit too big for me to kind of catch second. So
I noticed that during all of these races, there's massive gaps. By the time you get to the third person, there's like 2 minutes gap sometimes, right? Is that just the nature of the relay and I guess adding the gaps together becomes like bigger and bigger and bigger if everyone's...
I think so, but also like it depends on who you go against.
Yeah.
Because like for Wan Ting, who went first, she was against the two of the strongest in Southeast Asia. So literally, it was Martina who was first individual and Kira second. So she went against the 1-2. So like really good on her. She put on a really good fight. But I think that's where the gap kind of grew. And then when he passed into the next person, we're either trying to make up time or we're trying to stay the same. Yep. So that's the reality.
So in the triathlon, you were third. You were the anchor.
I was anchor, yeah.
So you said the gap to second was too far.
Yeah.
So what are you thinking during the race? Are you defending third, or are you still trying to, if something happens, if there's a Taylor nib occasion where someone's lying on the ground, you could just...
I think I was really trying to make up time in the swim, and give myself a bit of hope that, the other two are not that far away, because I could see them like before going into the water. Yeah. And then like when I was on the bike, I could actually see them like at the U-turn. So
because it's a circuit, right?
Yeah. You had like 2 laps, so you can see the other person turning. So for me, I was just trying to minimize the gap. Like that was all I can do. And on the run, I think it was a bit too far. But I think you just kind of bring home the medal for the team.
Was someone yelling splits to you guys?
Yeah, I think we had someone to do that job for us.
Yeah. So what would a gap that's manageable be? You don't have to worry about it. 1 minute, 2 minutes? If someone yelled out, Timor-Leste is 2 minutes behind you, you say, that's fine, I'll just jog it in? Or you think, oh shit, 2 minutes, they're going to catch up?
I think it depends on the race as well. Like if it's a triathlon, 2 minutes is a big gap for them to catch up. Yeah. But if you want to get a better position, 2 minutes is a long time. But to get to like the next better position. So I think for me, I was just really trying to do the best I can and like focus on myself and just try to get the fastest split.
Yeah. Yi Jun, how about you? You got silver medal, right?
Yeah.
You're the sandwich in the middle of it.
Yeah. So the order between Luke, Bryce, and me was Luke, Bryce, and me was the same for both aquathlon and triathlon. Yeah. So Luke went first, I went second, and Bryce anchored. I would say both races went pretty similarly in terms of the dynamics. So Luke obviously very strong, so he started us off really well. He was up against some of the fastest people, I would say, from the other teams, especially Indonesia. He was up against their fastest guys. So I think he did really well. He passed to me in a convincing second for both events. And then I held that position in the swim and managed to outrun the first guy in both events as well.
Oh, nice.
So I passed to Bryce in first place. Yep. And but the other teams were just a bit stronger than us this time. So yeah, we came second in both. But I would say our triathlon event, we were a bit closer to gold. We only lost by, I think it was 8 seconds or so.
Oh, that's either going to demoralize you or fuel you for the next one, right? It's like it's hard to lose by such it's like what might have been so many times over, right?
Yeah.
But then you gives you fire to come back stronger as well.
Yeah. And the team that we lost, or the person that we lost to was actually the person that won won twice in individual events before from Philippines. So he's definitely a very, very strong cyclist and runner.
Yeah.
So I think we had a very good fight. Definitely motivated us to, I mean, seeing how close we are to Philippines and Indonesia in both events, definitely motivated us to try harder in the next 2 years. Yeah.
I noticed that the team chemistry seems to be really good right now.
Yeah.
Right?
It's great.
Like crossing the finish line, everyone's hugging each other like your brothers and sisters and high-fiving and everyone's sort of like genuinely happy for each other. And then on the sidelines, when you're not racing, you're on the sidelines like yelling at each other and
On the live.
well, the live stream had Regine talking and Ben talking, but then every so often you turn, they'll turn the camera, and there'll be a bunch of like you guys just run out right there, right? And you can hear you guys giggling and chatting on the side of the live stream as well. So, and if you guys hated each other, like if you hate your teammates, sometimes teams are like chemistry's a bit weird. You wouldn't be there, right? You'd just go, okay, I'm out of here. I'm going to chill at the hotel and away from my event, and I'm like just focused on being my A game, right? And some people are like that, but you guys seem to be very, very happy. Like, especially I saw the Stranger and Rachel, like, they got a medal and they were just over the moon. And like,
Was it the hotel room?
there was like, I think maybe the hotel room. Yeah, they were like jumping all over each other, like if you saw the video, you can imagine like jumping up and down, sort of that sort of hug. And just look really, really, very, very happy for them as well, just because genuinely happy. They weren't sad that they got their place. Like sometimes if you get a bronze medal, you're a bit bummed because you think you got a gold or silver, but it turns out really well, right?
Yeah, I think that's a good point actually, because of the nature of this SEA Games where we have so many people and so many relay events. So we actually had a team meeting every night before the races, and just a debrief of the race today and a brief of tomorrow's race, and a bit of like words of encouragement and stuff like that. I think that kind of things, the people that wasn't there, these are like the behind the scenes that people don't see, but these are also the things that really bonded us. And I think this whole SEA Games team this time had a really good chemistry, and we all came back really happy. We had a lot of good memories and good time. Yeah.
During the races themselves, had you been on those courses before? Like, are they Asia Cup locations where you've raced that same or is it brand new? You've never seen it. You maybe did a little bit of a recce.
Yeah.
It's not like Cebu Bay. Right? You guys go there every May or whatever it is.
Yeah.
We didn't, because there was a Ryan Asia Cup like just before COVID. That was meant to go, but I didn't go because it was COVID.
But that was 5 years ago, right? Not even.
Yeah, it was the same course. So, for us, I've never been there, so that's why we kind of, really planned to go there like 4 days before I even started. So that's why we kind of familiarized ourselves.
Yeah.
But it was, they had the Asia Cup there in
2019, 2020.
Yeah.
Okay, but so much stuff can happen over 5 years, right? You're not even the same person 5 years later. You weren't even doing triathlon 5 years ago.
Sorry, doing
Did your family and friends travel there as well? Were they on the sidelines?
My mom did. Yeah.
My parents and my grandma came along.
Your grandma, nice.
My grandma, she was actually there like the last SEA Games as well. So I think it's really special for her to go as well, because I don't really see my family very often because I'm in Perth.
Yeah, and it's funny because I've lived away from Perth. Well, I'm the opposite, right? 'Cause I go to Perth to visit my family. You come here, but every time you're here, you're visiting, right? Yeah. So you're catching up. You're not really sort of doing the day-to-day stuff as much. You might go to supermarket or something once or twice, but you're not really sort of delivering. You're catching up, and you're always out seeing people that you haven't seen for ages, right? So, and you might be here 1 or 2 weeks, and it's packed doing things. It's different from when you were sort of stationed there, right?
Yeah. I actually thought about this a few weeks ago, like just months ago, and I think it's been like a good 6 years since I've actually, lived with my family other than visiting. So it was nice to have my family kind of there with me because I think my parents are really supportive. They kind of make it a point to go with me to my races if they can.
Yep.
But having both of them there at the same time at the biggest race of the year, so it was very nice to have like support.
Let's talk about that actually. So Tuesday, Wednesday, you did your relays. Both did well. Both came back with 2 medals each. Friday was the individual race, right? No teammates, no leads, no sort of batons, and no one else to blame or no one else to take your glory. It's just you, right? You came third individual, and the individual is so much. I find that the individual is so much harder to medals, right? It is, right?
It is very hard because everyone's strong.
Yeah.
If it's a relay, you have like two, they're the same team, so they're fine.
Yeah.
But if you're like in an individual event, you're like against two rather than against one, so it makes huge difference.
The relays are more about depth than they are about individuals, right? But the individual, you don't need depth because you're just doing it. So how did it feel when you crossed the line, and then you knew you had a medal? You knew you were on third, right?
I think it was quite clear on the bike as well. I knew that the girls and I worked really well together on the bike just to create a bigger gap behind us. It was 3 of us in the pack, in the breakaway. So I really tried to drill everyone. I was like, you guys, you gotta go. Like,
you're
legit
the
gotta
mother
go. I was like, because one of the I don't know if I can say this, but like the Indonesian was very clear that she was waiting for a teammate who would make the pack. So
that's
I
nothing
was
wrong with
it. It is a team strategy.
Yeah.
It's a race strategy, but I'm like, we gotta go. Like, I need this gap.
You should have told the Philippine girl to drop the Indonesian then.
We tried. But like, she's too strong, right? She's honestly really strong. So like, kudos to her. She won like so many individuals, but like, yeah, we tried our best.
She was flying on the runs as
She
well.
was. So like, I was like, we gotta go create a bigger gap.
Yeah.
And then on the
So during the race, you guys are actually talking to each other.
yeah, like I tried to like, I'm like shouting.
Much as the end talking, it's you are conveying messages in a very forceful way.
Yeah, I think like because we passed like every U-turn, so then we can hear the time splits and everything.
Can you tell? So you knew, was your gap getting bigger or smaller during?
Yeah, we were getting bigger, and I was like, initially I was like, okay, 55 seconds, and then after that we were like 75 seconds.
Oh, good.
So we were like opening.
And there's 3 of you, right? So
yeah,
it would have been a different dynamic if it was 4 or 5.
yeah, exactly.
Like the 3 of you, someone's going to get gold, someone's going to get silver, someone's going to get bronze. But if there's 4 or 5, there's going to be some unlucky person that's not going to get something, right?
Yep.
And then you came off the bike, and those 2 just ran the heck out of it.
I think, yeah, I was really trying to like pick up my pace, but I just couldn't find the rhythm on that day. I don't know why, but I kind of knew that there was a bigger gap behind me, so I was a bit like, okay, soak it all in.
Did you try to hold the pace?
Yeah,
at the beginning?
I tried to at the start, but then I don't know why my legs just didn't work for me.
Yeah. And if you had held it, do you think you could have? Have you ever run that fast before? Would you, or would you just run yourself into the ground?
I mean, the 2 of them are runners. They're known to be runners. But like, I think for me, if I could even hold on for 1 or 2 laps, I'll be really happy with myself. But on the day itself, my legs just really couldn't. So
Because it was your 3rd race in 4 days, right?
But both of them raced more than me. But I just thinking about the fact that I didn't have the best and ideal running prep before this. So I was just really trying to focus on myself that day. So,
Yep.
Yeah.
So bronze medal.
Yeah.
Happy?
I'm really happy.
Yeah. Yi Jun, I was watching the live stream of your race, and you seem to be running faster and faster and faster as further into the race you went. And you came 4th, right?
Yeah.
And you passed the guy that was in 4th,
Yeah.
like 500 meters from the finish line.
Yeah.
And I feel like
No.
if
Yeah.
the if the and they actually during the credits to the live, whoever was holding the live stream, they showed the pass. I'm not sure if you can if we can get the live stream back.
Yeah.
But they actually showed you passing the guy, and it was cool. And I feel like if the race was like 1 kilometer longer, because of the way you were closing the gaps,
Yeah.
was that people fading or was that you running faster?
I think it's a bit of both.
Yes.
I think that's kind of how I usually race anyways. So I usually start off, I like to build into my run off the bike. So starting off a bit more conservative. And then as the more I run, the better I feel.
Yeah.
And then, just try to get faster and faster. Yeah. But yeah, I think it was a bit of both on that day. Definitely some of the guys. So for example, the person that got third, Fernando, he really biked super hard. So maybe that affected his run towards the end as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, he actually had a really impressive bike. He came like 1 minute back from the swim, caught up to all of us and still finished third.
So
yeah.
when you came out of the swim, were you in the front pack of the?
No, I was just behind the front. I just missed the front pack by a few seconds.
And how many people were in the front pack?
It was 4 people, I think.
You're like 10 seconds back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like less.
Yeah.
So then, if there were 4 people in the front pack, then some of those front pack people you must have passed them in the run.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
It's 2 from.
I had 2 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one of them was a domestic for the person who won. He's a really great swimmer actually. Yeah, he's a really good swimmer and they have really good chemistry in the race, so they worked really well on the bike. So he helped that guy win. And then
It was never his. It was like the 5,000 meter race on the track where there's one
Yeah.
guy that just.
the rabbit.
guy is
The rabbit. Yeah.
He never intended to do well in the race. He just wanted to drag.
Yeah, and he's a really nice guy. Like I remember on the race course when he saw me running past him, he was actually cheering for me.
Nice.
We're not even from the same country. Yeah. Cause he knew like he did his job, and the guy won. So so he's a really cool guy actually. Yeah. And then the other guy that I passed is from Vietnam. He's a really, really good swimmer. But unfortunately I think he was just a bit tired on the run.
Well, it's the whole triathlon is great this way. Is like you got to balance. You got to juggle all 3 balls, right? You put too much effort in the bike, suffer in the run. If you don't put enough effort in the bike, you're too far back.
Right. Yeah.
It's sort of like
Yeah.
It's very super tactical.
Yeah. It's always a balance. You want to be like really good at all 3. Yeah, that would be the most optimal.
So if you did it again, would you go harder in the run? Did you still feel like when you crossed the finish line, did you still feel like you had some left in the tank?
Yeah, actually, but if I was gonna do it again, actually, I think I would put more effort in the swim, because I missed the first pack by just a bit.
Yeah.
I feel like if I just put in a bit more effort, I definitely could have made it.
Yeah, it makes a difference being the first pack.
Oh, it makes a huge difference. Yeah, the gap between the first pack and our pack, opened up. I'm not really sure how much because I didn't really look at the splits, but it opened up by quite a bit.
For you, like the first set was 20 seconds. It was him and like another guy.
Two other guys. Yeah. One Malaysia, one
and
Thai.
And then it was like 16 seconds on the first set, and then it opened to 1:30.
Wow.
Yeah.
By the time I finished, the bike was like 1:35.
Yeah.
And it's draft legal, right? So
it's draft legal. Yeah.
You could have conceivably just hung on by your bootstraps in the back of that pack and be dragged along with them.
It's very obvious that your pack wasn't working as well.
Yeah. So that's the nature of draft legal races.
Yeah.
It's not just about your personal ability, but it's also about the people that you are grouped with in your pack.
Yeah.
If they don't decide to work with you, then unfortunately, usually the case is you're not gonna catch up. Yeah. So I think that's pretty much what happened during the race. Yeah. I think I saw the potential that we could have caught up, but we didn't work too well, and unfortunately the gap grew. And once the gap grows to a certain degree, there's no way you can catch up on the run.
Unless someone blows up, or
Exactly.
Unless you just got a really, really strong run, you can run people down.
Yeah, but the top 3 were all super strong runners at US. So you have to be an extraordinary runner to really beat them. Yeah.
And then, so now that you're done, what have you been doing for the past few days? Are you back on the training again, or are you just like, fuck that, I'm out. I'm just gonna sit around until Christmas?
Oh, we have 2 weeks off. So like our coach is like, you have 2 weeks off, do nothing. This
Is there really nothing? Or are you doing like recovery swim, or you walking the dog, or is this like just really nothing?
I mean, you can do whatever you want. Like if I wanna go for a ride, I can. But there's nothing planned. So nothing on our final surge, nothing planned. Yeah.
I've just been. I mean, for me, I've just been sleeping. Honestly, I'm so tired. I don't even know.
It's like a sleep deficit for the whole year. You're just like catching up.
I usually have like 2-hour naps in a day.
They're not naps if they're 2 hours.
Yeah, it's like a sleep. But yeah, I think it's just time for us to kind of wind down and get my mind back again to like in the right space, because we've just been on like the whole year, and like now it's just the only 2 weeks that I can kind of wind down and get ready for my prac as well, just to finish the degree, and next year when it all starts again.
It's almost like you've been riding down the rapids of a river, right? And you're just, every different challenge is a different like bump and grind, and then suddenly now you're out into the lake.
Yeah.
And it's calm and peaceful, and it's like, oh, okay, it's just nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very nice. When you have nothing fed in a day, you're just like, oh, do whatever I want.
Yeah. During the whole week that you guys were there, was there a race village? Were you like, or were you guys like the forgotten children far away from the race venue?
Like we were definitely, we didn't have a race village, I would say. Like it's different from the main area where like swimming and then they have like a village. But for us, it's quite open. You can, our race hotel is like 6 k's away. So, I mean, you can go wherever you want.
And what was the atmosphere like on race day? Was it spectators there? Was it good? Was it mostly just friends and family and other athletes, or was actually real spectators out there cheering on?
I think they have a lot of like parents, the supporters, siblings, everyone came down. We didn't have anyone special to come and see us or anything like that. It was a lot of family. And like for Thailand or other countries, it was the same as well. But for Thailand, they had like school kids. They literally brought like school kids to come and like cheer the flags. And they only cheered for Thailand. I was like, you give a rest.
Wow, they cheer for you.
Yeah, they are. They literally did nothing but cheer for Thailand. But other than that, I think it was really nice to kind of be around the whole, like, everyone. Because a lot of us, we race against each other a lot.
Yep.
Especially Asia Cups and stuff, not just SEA Games. So we know each other. So if we're not cheering for our teammates, we're also cheering for our friends who are racing.
Yep.
Yeah.
The whole order, aquathlon, triathlon, duathlon, then individual. Did that work? Do you think that was the correct way to do it?
I think that was actually not bad. I think
pretty good.
Yeah, I mean I couldn't think of a better way to plan it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I spread out over 2 weeks, I guess.
Yeah. And I think so originally it was supposed to be like the gender relay in the morning and then the mixed relay in the afternoon. So they eventually changed it to both before lunch. Yeah, so
I saw on the program it was supposed to be men's, women's, then mixed.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
It
Lucky.
flipped. It flipped, right? Yeah.
Good for girls. We're always in the heat. So now it's finding time for the boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean for us, because we didn't do like the gender and the mix on the same days.
Yeah.
So for us, I guess it was good because we finished and then we have the whole day to rest. Then move on to the next day. But I think for some of the people who did both, it was pretty difficult. As in like both events on the same day, it was pretty difficult. So that required a bit more planning of the recovery and all that stuff.
So after the aquathlon in the morning on the Tuesday, and you're racing on the Wednesday, what did you guys do? Like, literally, what was it? Put recovery boots on, ice vest, and some sort of like cryo cap or something. Is it what was the actual
Cryotherapy.
Yeah.
I think it was actually a really packed like day and week also, because like we were racing in the morning and then I will watch the guys race, and then by that time it was like 11. And then we have the prize ceremony at 1, so we have to like quickly
Get back in your dress.
get back and like do our recovery and then go back at 1. And then at 3 o'clock, so the checks and the briefing for the next day. So
So you're not actually chilling.
yeah,
You're,
we don't have that much time to rest as you would think, and it's just like the whole day is planned, and from 3 to like 4, and then have meeting at 5 for a team meeting the next day. So we really don't have that much time.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a very relaxing time at all. And then the race is at 7 in the morning or 8 in the morning, right? So
Yeah.
what time do you have to wake up to?
I think for me, because I start at 7 for the girls, so I'm up by like 4:30.
oh god.
Yeah, and like my warm-up starts at 5, so I literally get on the bike at 5 warming up. So
So you guys had stationary bikes and you were just that's how you're warming up?
that was for me because I like ride in the hotel before I go.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would be on a trainer, and also because it's dark, it doesn't get bright till 6:30. So yeah, I would be on a trainer and then go down to the race after that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Doesn't sound. I thought you guys just race and then you go back to the hotel and maybe have a nap and then have a massage and then
The checks and everything.
No.
Picks up the whole day, and the ceremonies are like 1 when it's so hot, so we're like waiting in the heat.
in your tracksuit.
Yeah, and that like it starts at 1, but at like 1:30 they're not even ready yet. So we're literally actually on the podium at 2 o'clock. So
Yeah.
So what next for you guys? Are you gonna get back to normal life for a while and then build up? When's Asia Games?
Asian Games is next year September, sometime in September. Yeah.
And is it going to be the same where Singapore's going to send a full squad, or is it going to be some sort of qualify and
Yeah. So
rest?
it's there's also going to be in fact the qualification window actually started already. So right now we are in the qualification window.
So your results from the SEA Games could
Yes, if it's good enough,
Could be
you can
used.
use it.
if you use
Yeah.
if you get A cut, which is like the time that you need to qualify, then your name is kind of like you can use that to submit as one of your data points.
okay.
Yeah.
So how does it work? Is each country allowed to submit 2 people, or is it as long as you make the time cut, you're like could Japan have 5 people in the race?
No, so I think it's different for each country, but for Singapore, I think each country can nominate 3 people. And that's because there's only 2 events. There's the relay, there's a mixed relay, and there's the individual event.
Yeah.
So 3 guys, 3 girls. That will be like 2 people for relay, 1 person individual, or you can reuse those people as well. Yeah,
3 or 2.
I think it's 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't actually know.
But yeah, so right now I think we're still in the qualification process.
Yeah.
Just like earlier in the year for SEA Games. And then after that, the selection panel will select the athletes. So I think that would be the most important event next year that everyone's going to be looking forward to.
And then you'd know by when? By June?
I'm not actually sure.
September. I'm just like,
That's a good question.
I'm just thinking that's from
September is 9, right? So then June
Yeah.
is 6. So then 3 months, roughly.
I would think so. Yeah, somewhere around there.
I'm not very sure yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the medal, right?
Yes.
It's a lot heavier than I thought it was.
Yeah, it's quite hefty.
Did you put these in hand luggage when you came back through, or did you just put them around your neck and walk through the medal?
No, we actually, all of us actually hand carried it.
Yeah.
And then when we came out of Changi, we were greeted by all our family and team there.
Yeah.
So we were actually wearing this when we were walking out.
Oh, nice.
But not through the whole airport. We were only
It would have been crazy.
It's not like
we only wore it for like 5 minutes.
it's not like Ironman or marathon where you wear it for the rest of the day. Can you flex
The
it?
finisher medal.
No, that would be pretty cool, but no. Yeah.
Okay, guys. Thanks for coming in. That ends the year. Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
This is the not Christmas quite yet, but this will come out after Christmas.
Shout out to Martin. Every week.
Yes.
He's grinding every week.
Once a week for 2 years. I think I'm gonna take a break as well.
Yeah.
But enjoy your break. Enjoy the off season. When do you start training again?
January.
Yeah.
January.
Yeah, definitely January.
Okay.
2 weeks.
Eat lots of turkey.
Yeah.
Enjoy Christmas.
Yeah.
Yi Jun, your Instagram is still the same.
Yes.
Ijun.Tey.
Yep.
Herlene Natasha Yu. Is that still the same?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you guys
I
so
have a
much.
photography account as well.
Yeah, how you do? What's your photography account?
Captured you. Yeah.
Oh, that is you. I thought that was
Yeah.
I thought that was either you or it was Hillary. I didn't know.
Just for fun.
Yeah.
I want to follow.
Yeah. Awesome. Yi Jun, thanks for coming in.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All the best for next year.
And we're done.